Wow, it's been quite a while since my last upload about the Jam Attack thing. Actually, my last upload of anything. Um, well, today would just be kind of a catch up to the past around 3 weeks that I haven't uploaded anything relevant to my Jam Attack Creator Contest 5, at least updating wise. Well, it's kind of nice to be back uploading videos on this thing. Can finally talk about it somewhere where people actually listen to me. And you can see me building the block design for the wave section in my cave section, my first cave section here. And I would say it's pretty good. But I did change it in the future. I did end up changing it completely from a wave section to a cube section. So, that's going to be a whole entire different story later on. But, yeah, this part is actually inspired by this part in the Stellar Path. Here's a picture. Well, in the picture it looked nice, but not in here. Mostly because I didn't really know where to add glow to slopes. Jam Attack is amazing. It's an amazing creator because, first of all, he knows how to add glow to slopes. I do not know how to make glowed slopes. It's even hard to say. That's how bad it is. Glowed slopes. Say that 10 times fast. So yeah. Well, because I did get rid of this part, it's really irrelevant. And here comes to the part where I started to finish the layout. Because I was lazy at decorating and I didn't want to decorate or even create a layout that was over 3 minutes long for Viva, I think. I decided to cut the song. I didn't really know how to cut the song at that time, so I decided to straight up cut the song with the song trigger directly to the drop, which sounded horrible. I did end up scrapping this dual section. My friend is going to kill me for that. Do not tell him. Nothing happened to the dual section. And, well, this is what ended up being the final results. The final results of me cutting the song is still a little bit weird, but it's more acceptable than straight up cutting to the drop. This now is the second week I will be working on the level, and you can see here I worked more on the transitioning into the drop, and just basically I had to cut the song because the repeat of the motif in the song just is way too long, so I had to get rid of the second half of the part of the song and cut directly to the drop, basically. Then I worked on the duel in the drop because I wanted to be like Jonathan GD, who creates some really good duels at times, but really cancerous duels also at times. I wanted to do the the good duel, of course, to impress Mr. Jam Attack himself. This is I guess, the kind of finished part thus far. And so yeah, that was all of day week 2. Week 3, which is what the clip you're seeing now. I know it's only been around 2 minutes, what it feels like, since I was talking about week 1 and the changes I did there. But I promise you, week 3 is still in progress. I just wanted to make this video to make you guys know this level, this thing is still real, right? Um, so yeah, this is the week where I decided to get rid of the whole entire wave section. First of all, it's way too hard to make decoration for it. Here's a picture of the Stellar Path once again and its wave section. It's in these two wave sections actually, and it's pretty good, but I just can't pull it off in a, not really a beat drop. I need a beat drop to pull off such a game mode such as wave. So instead, I'll just make the player drop into a ravine and continue playing as the cube and robot. However, afterwards, I took a really long break once again, and it was like a 2 week break, and I achieved nothing in that time period. However, I did do two things that wasn't really anything huge. I added this big blob of dark, whatever the hell. It's a plant, I guess. It was worth it because it did end up covering some of the design that I don't really want to do or have the time to do. And then afterwards, I worked on some of the block design and the gameplay of this part, and that was pretty much it. I did nothing else. But to make up for it, I decided to work on the first part of the level once again, because, well, as people say, it's always the first impressions that matter the most. So I decided to make the first part the best that I could. I refined basically two things, though. It was really two things that I needed to refine, and this was to make up for the 2 weeks of lost progress I would have gotten. So whatever, it doesn't really matter. I did, however, change the rock bit that holds the most satisfying clink out of the whole entire level, because first of all, it wasn't really optimized. Second of all, it didn't really look good. This, although it was a lot more optimized, still didn't really look good, but compared to the other design I made, which was with a bunch of those 2.1 small rock bits, is way better than that. Then I looked to different levels for inspiration for spike designs. The spike design was just too detailed for my liking. And I went to this level right here, which is a legendary level that achieved somewhat of what I was looking for in the mines part of it. And I would say the spike design is very simple, but effective. Then I looked elsewhere. In The Cellar Path by the man himself, Jam Attack, we can see the spikes were a lot more detailed, but still it was simple yet effective. So I decided to do something like, Jam Attack style slash my style combined, and it ended up being this. I was very proud of myself for creating this design. I also, where I needed to copy and paste the spikes, I also put a little bit of those little ground spikes on the bottom just as extra detail. And this spike design was so effective. I like it very much. And it's very good, I would say. It's very clean. Once again, simple but effective. Now, off camera, I worked on an outline for the mountains. It ended up looking way better than before because, well, the mountain before, yeah, as you can see right now, just kind of bled into the background. So this was a great thing I did.